Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of OIS in Source, the Football Manager Save brought to you by Just Football and the Nordic Football Podcast. We are back, and welcome to what is going to be a season-defining episode of our Ogri to Save. Now, the first thing you need to look at is this screen in front of you because there's some news from the last episode. We have a new signing. His name is Pablo Olivo. He comes from Argentina. Well, place of birth unknown. But I don't think he's like the Lille player who was born at sea. Rio Mavuba, former Lille player. I'm sure he was born in Argentina somewhere. But his place of birth is unknown, but that is irrelevant to us because he is our newest signing and really is a free transfer. The transfer window is shut. We covered the transfer window in the last episode. Go back and watch that on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube Just Football on YouTube and have a little look back at that last episode. It was I won't give you any spoilers, but it wasn't... well, I have to give you spoilers, I guess. It wasn't the greatest of episodes for manager of OIS, Jonatan Goteborgsson. We had to dip into the transfer market simply because we got absolutely smashed by AFC Eskilstuna in the cup. We had the transfer window ended and we thought things would be fine, but things have not been fine since. 2 defeats since that game. 3-1 at Helsingborg. As you can see there. Tough match for us. We travelled away to Helsingborg, who are mid-table in this league, solid team. And couldn't do anything. We tried our best, but lost. You'll see here. We'll show you the highlights very quickly. We'll show you one goal anyway. First goal from Zidane there. Mustafa Zidane. And we gave it our best shot. We went there and tried to play a counter-attacking style, but it was us getting counter-attacked, getting counter-pressed, and losing the game. That defensive solidity that we've talked about is really, really becoming a problem for us. We're leaking goals. Even though we're playing this 5-man defence, we're just leaking goals for fun. Another goal there, Skodra Maholi, Johan Anderson caught there in the air. And look at this free kick there from Carlson. Bang, what a hit that is. From 30 yards out, he absolutely pelted it in, which gave us a little bit of a lifeline. But late on in the game, Helsingborg with another attack, and we just cannot seem to keep the goals out at the other end at this moment in time. And that's what happened. Conceded again. Tried to play a bit deeper, but it didn't work. Zidane got in. And look, it's just poor all round. Considering we play 3 centre backs, it's really disappointing the way we're playing at the moment. The following game was Elfsborg. We've played 2 friendlies as well because we've had quite a few trialists, which we'll talk about, including Mr. Pablo. We played 2 friendlies just to get some game time experience, experiment with the squad, see who we can, who is going to make it at this club, because there's one thing we learned from the AFC Eskilstuna game is that there's certain players who will not have a future at OIS, and we're going to have to get rid of some of them. So Goteborgsson, the manager now, we are in a kind of phase of thinking to ourselves, who can we trust, who can we rely on? We've played a few friendlies to look at some under-19s, look at some trialists, and start planning for the future, because even if we go down, we need to start looking at the future for some of the players that aren't going to make it, and replacing them. We then played Elfsborg. We changed the team around a little bit again. Boris Tatar came in. We've had Ruben Gatta, who's leaving in the winter, and he's really, I think his concentration's gone a little bit since he's agreed to join Cannes. He's an excellent prospect on this game, but if you look at his performances, 6.4 against Elfsborg, he's really poor. Broma Poikina, 6.5. He's just not really done it, I think, if I'm honest, since the transfer's been agreed, and I'm not really sure we're going to play him again for the football club. We played Elfsborg. Elfsborg are doing really well in the table, one of the top teams, and simply could not do anything against them, although we took the lead. I'll show you the goals very quickly. Took the lead, 35th minute, we held out, we tried to play, again, another structured counter-attacking game. Success in Wusu back in the team, he's been out injured, he's been a key man for us. And it was Tata and Nwusu who combined for the opening goal. We took the lead. Thought to ourselves, what do we do now? Should we continue attacking or just all-out defend? But, well, 2 minutes later, didn't really get the chance to even make a decision because lost the ball in midfield. Mahodzic there as well, lost his tackle. Again, as you can see down that left side, Ruben Gata just got exploited down that left. Just too easy, isn't it? Look at the marking there. Gata just turned us inside out. 1-1. I won't show you the rest of the goals because at the end of the day, it was a disappointing game for us. So those were the 2 games that we played since the Cup, the 2 actual official matches. And if you look at the table now, you will see 14th in the table. Now, the defeat against Elfsborg meant that we went insecure. Job security of Goteborgsson became insecure. It's now pushed back to stable. The board is satisfied, mainly due to our wage expenditure. We're not spending much on wages. We've got 44k going out on wages with a 62k budget. And I think that's probably saved our job to a certain extent because we were insecure. The board were not happy with the results. And funnily enough, what's happened since is they've injected £600,000 worth of cash into the club. So our financial status is back to okay. We were $1 million in debt, over $1 million. And the board has had to dip into their pockets with a cash injection. So, as you can see here, 622k has come in investments, which is really needed to keep the club afloat. We've just about managed to resolve ourselves in terms of job security, but this game today is season defining. It will probably decide whether we get sacked or not, because we are playing Osters, who are 1 place above us in the table, 1 point ahead of us in the league, 2 goals better off than us on terms of goal difference, 11 goals worse off than us in terms of goals scored, but 13 goals better off than us in terms of defence. Our defence is terrible, by far the worst in the league, despite the 5-man defence, which has led to some soul-searching in terms of our tactics, but we've stuck with the same tactics. Anyway, yeah, defeat in this game would mean we've got 5 games remaining. We've got the derby away to EF Core, we've got Gefle away who are bottom, and then we've got Djurgården and BK Häcken. So if we go back to the table and look at those league positions, EF Core there, Häcken are there, Djurgården are there 4th and 5th, and then Gefle are directly below us. So really, if you look at this schedule, we have to these Osters and Gefle, we have to win. There's no 2 ways about it if we're going to survive in this league. This game's been moved to TV, so everyone's going to be watching this game. It's do or die really. If we lose now, looking at that table, if we lose now, Osters would be 4 points ahead of us with 4 games to go, and then our next game is travelling to EF Core, so it would start to look like relegation playoff at the minimum. We're 4 points ahead of Gefle, so we're not automatically relegated. If we finish 14th, you'd play a playoff, which at the current moment in time would be against Adviderberg, who are 3rd in their league and in the league below. But we really need to win this match. So Pablo Olivo is part of the revolution. We've brought him in mainly because of his passing. He's the best passer at the club. And we've just decided that we've been playing a lot of counter-attacking game, but I need us to start keeping the ball a bit more and being a little bit better in possession, because we are really bad in possession. We're one of the worst teams in the league. I think, I don't know if you guys ever do analysis of your team, your tactical analysis, the board, you can do comparisons. And just in general, our stats when it comes to passing in the league are pretty damn poor. You can see all the stats there where we rank in the league. And yeah, tactic, there you go. So in terms of passing, that's only just with a player that we've signed whose average passing is 15. So imagine where it was before this game. One of the worst. Obviously, there's a lot of things where one of the worst in the league. We're worst in the league for tackling. worse than the league for long throws, worse than the league for a lot of things. Got some things going for us. Not bad at finishing, not bad at heading, but we haven't shown it much lately. Not bad at marking, definitely haven't shown that. But yeah, we want to keep possession a little bit better. So we've brought in Pablo Olivo. We are a bit. It's a punt. There's no two ways about it. He's a free transfer, free agent. So we decided that why not just bring him in. We've also got another midfielder on trial, Jordan Leborn from Car as well. We've got a lot of players from Car in the past, haven't we? We've got him on trial maybe to beef up the midfield, and he looks really good. He looks like he could be our best midfielder, but the question will be wages, and you've also got to consider we've got a hell of a lot of midfielders now looking through this squad. So, this save's been all about youth. Olivo's only 21, but the bottom line is we've got he's got 14 under 20 caps for Argentina. He's played for River Plate, so we've just decided that although we've gone for youth, this is we've got to gamble with some free transfers. So let's get into this game. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. This is potentially, we've been doing this save now for 4 seasons. Goteborgsson, let's have a look at him quickly. He's been linked with a lot of jobs, but this could be curtains for him if he loses. We've played 162 games in the past. Won 61, lost 60, drawn 41. We've built this squad up. Remember, this is over 4 years we've built this squad up with signings. Goteborgsson has made a lot of signings in the past. 36 players bought for 625k, 17 sold for a value of 2.7 million. So, the Moneyball approach of blooding the youngsters and then selling them on for a profit, a bit like Brentford maybe you could think of in England. It's paid off, and to some extent we got promoted, but what a shame it would be if it ended now with getting sacked with just a few games to go. So yeah, we obviously we really want to stay up, but I've got a bad feeling that if we lose this game, we're done. Or at the very least, the EF Core Göteborg game, would then become must win. So yeah, I can't see us staying up really if we don't win this game. Let's get into the tactics then. I mentioned a couple of things, so just one or two little pointers. We've decided to give Olivo his debut. We're throwing him straight in. He did well in a friendly. We played Varberg Boys in a friendly, and he looked really good. Let's just show you that game quite quickly. We beat Varberg Boys 5-2 in a friendly, and in that game, we tried Gyökeres up front. We thought that might work, but he didn't quite do it. Lucas Fernandez on the wing didn't quite do it. But 2 little pointers that we just need to... We've got a lad from the Netherlands on trial, Nieuwkoop, who looks pretty good as well. He's still on trial. But 2 little things just to note that have an effect on this game. Olivo was man of the match, 9. Scored a goal. We gave him a contract straight after. 91% passes completed. But look at this kid, Thomas Jansen, 17. Come from our under-19 squad. And in the 2 games he's played, he's been sensational. And then he's banged 2 goals in this game against Varberg Boys. And then Postolacci as well. Came off the bench, replaced Gyökeres and scored 2. So we've decided what we're going to do is... Well, first thing we did is give Jansen a contract. So we've signed him on... We've given him his first professional contract. And he will have a place on the bench. Could he be a wild card? Maybe the 17-year-old. We've given him a deal till 2023. Is it desperation time? He could be the wild card. Ruben Gata is out. He's not going to play for us in this match. It's going to be Felix Ajay, who we've had mixed results with him, to be honest. Luis Pedro has been awful recently. Armi Hodzic, the fans have been criticising him. That was another thing that I defended him against the fans, Armi Hodzic. And the fans were not happy, and that led to also a bit of insecurity in my position. He played 5.9 in that game, but although he was poor, he wasn't really our worst player. So I decided to back him in the press conferences, and that upset the fans. But yeah, this will be the team. Success and Musa will come in. So yeah, the 2 little pointers I made. Olivo will make his debut. Jansen, the 17-year-old, will be on the bench, maybe as a wild card. We're going to bring Timmy Stott back into the lineup. We're going to play Patrick on the left now. We're not going to play him as a striker because, I mean, he is our best player at the end of the day, statistics-wise, but he's not done it. He's just not done it goals-wise. 2 goals, 3 assists. He's not doing it up front. You know, he's had a lot of injury problems as well, but the bottom line is he's not doing it. So we're going to give Postolacci, he's got 2 in that game. He scored 1 against AFC Eskilstuna, although he lost that game 5-2. Maybe can he be that poacher for us that we need? So it's a massively rotated front 3. And the other thing is we're going to play a possession game in this game. We're going to try and keep the ball. We're not going to play our normal structured counter-attack. So we're going to play a little bit more of a deliberated game here and try and keep the ball with a Levo. I need to swap these 2 round. A Levo will play as a central midfielder, automatic, and Success and Musa will be the kind of support midfielder, he's a tough tackler. So this is it. This game is on TV in the Allsvenskan. He's our young keeper. He's played an 8th. Arsenal won him. He's been so good on loan at Dalkurd, who have just sacked their manager, who happens to be Poya Asbaghi on this game. And yeah, he's doing incredibly well on loan. Probably will come into our team next season potentially if we still have a job. As I mentioned before, Arsenal have looked at him, so really looks like he's got a big future at OIS. But Kieboom's the man for us for now. Let's get into this game. I am quite nervous, I'll be honest. Going to have to give squad numbers to 2 players. Obviously the 2 new boys. Going to give Oliver the 21 shirt and Thomas Jansen. Let's give him the 42. So, I mean, if we get to desperation times, we have to bring on the 17-year-old. Maybe he could do something against, you know, this team, Osters. But let's get into it. We've been practicing set pieces in the build-up to this match. How important a role will Jansen play? Can we expect him to start making good in his potential? Going to big him up. Going to say, very pleased. He's a tremendous young footballer who will be extremely important to us. Why not big him up? So I want you to just quickly, if you get a chance, hit like and hit subscribe. Show us your support, because this could be one of our last games as OIS manager, to be honest. Nico, we're going to close him down. Hard tackling. And tight marking. He's a Spanish player who's quite a key man for them. Let's go. Drop a prediction if you want to have a prediction on what the score will be. Just let us know below quickly before the game starts. But this is it. A season-defining match. Career-defining, maybe, for Goteborgsson. Like I say, I'm nervous. I am nervous. Olivo, we're just throwing him in. The Argentinian. Can he be our sort of Riquelme? Keeping the ball. Lena's the captain for today. Batista Mendy. We've kept Ahmed Hodzic despite the fans being on his back. Obviously, with a home team, the onus is on us. And Osters have the ball here. They're in the attack. Mendy does well, and it breaks to Postolacci. Here he is, the former PSG reserve player, and he's played it to Timmy Stolt. Timmy Stolt hits the post. Always hit the post. 32 minutes in. And now it's a corner. A J. Patrick, Lena. Mendy has scored. Come on. Batista Mendy scores. The man who's linked with Leeds United. He's been watched by Leeds all season long. It's a set piece, which we've been practicing. And Mendy hits the rebound in from Lena. It's 1-0 to OIS. Goteborgsson dancing around his living room here. As it's advantage to OIS. And now, can we hold on? Because all season long we've been terrible once we take the lead. Okay. Half time. Just going to tell them that it's not the worst. Yeah, I'm going to just take the assistant manager's advice. I know they're capable of even better. I don't know why they're nervous. Olivo looking nervous. Ajay looking nervous. Postolacci looking nervous. Just going to send him to play his natural game. Let's get into this. I mean, a Postolacci goal now would be lovely. We've hit the post as well. We really cannot afford to even draw this. And they're in now. Mamedov, Edmund, and he smashed it in. How many times have we taken the lead and then blown it? Oh, this is frustration. Edmund, just outside the box, no one closes him down, and Keyboom's got to do better there, isn't it? It's straight down the line at him. And it's, 1-1. Now Postolacci's looking nervous. I can't waste time. I've got a lot of players looking nervous. Going to take him off. I'm going to put Gyökeres up front. I'm not going to play Patrick up front. I'm going to play Gyökeres as a poacher. I mean, Gyökeres has been a fantastic finisher for us on this save this season. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Try him up front. We've always played him on the wing. So, let's play him as a more of a central player. Maybe he can get on the end of something instead of having to create from the wings. We'll leave Stott Hermansson and Patrick on the flanks. Now, we've had a problem with stamina on the save all season long, and that is what worries me. As the game goes on, we tend to concede late. Can we change that in this game? "70 minutes gone now. It's 20 to play. You can see the ratings there. Not too many highlights, but here we go. And Wusu brings it down in midfield, and it's Gyökeres in a withdrawn role to Wusu, and he's lost it. And Ross is going to counter. No, and Wusu wins it back. Armihodzic. And he's played a poor ball, and Wusu wins it again in midfield. But Ostas win it back. And now they've played a Memedov, and he's clean through. Keyboom. Right, I need to change it. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Seriously nerve-wracking. I need to change it. Let's go. We need to be more direct. Stay on the feet. Let's go direct. Stay on feet. I mean, we can't afford to lose. That's the main thing. It's cleared it. So let's just change the tactics slightly. Standard and structured. The most important thing is not to lose this game. Otherwise, we're probably down, and I'm probably out of a job. Goteborgsson. So let's take off Olivo. He's done well, but it's probably tiring. It's his first ever game in this league. The Argentinian will bring on Alexander Svensson. Don't think we'll bring on Janssen, the 17-year-old. Just don't think we can risk it. And there's another chance here now. We're under pressure here. 8 minutes to play. Nico with a corner. Armihodzic clears it. Can we clear our lines? Did not clear the lines. Tatar now. Oster's really dominating at the moment. Keyboom wins it. Is there a goal in this for OIS? We've got 2 minutes to play. And they've got another highlight coming now. And it's Osters again. Now it's Mendy, Keyboom. Osters had a lot of possession in the second half. They've won it again in midfield. And he's played in Safari. Ugh, my goodness me. Right, I'm going to change it. There's not much left to play here. I'm going to put Gyökeres on the wing. I'm going to put Patrick as a trequartista. Play him up front. Going to withdraw Svensson into a ball-winning defender. Going to withdraw Tatar into a defensive wing-back instead of an auxiliary. Because if we lose, we're definitely gone. But as it stands, we're going to have to go to EF Core and probably get a result. Because we're still in the playoffs as it stands with 30 seconds left here. Let's not talk too soon because Osters have had a lot of the ball in this half. And they've got it again, and it's a J. He's booted it away. Timmy Stolt. He's booted it out wide to Jokeres. Not exactly great play from OIS. Ahmedhodzic. He's given it away. Seconds remaining in this game. Now Edmund takes the ball. And it's all over. Everyone's nervous. I mean, this is what happens when you've got a young squad. You know, you've got the youngest squad in the division. Average age 23. Just that nervousness. We just don't have that sort of, killer instinct. Everyone looks nervous, frustrated. We've conceded a lead again. I don't want to reduce morale, so I'm just going to say you were unlucky today. What else can you really say? Some decent performances. Mendy again, an absolute rock. Christopher Lena has been good at the centre-back there. I'm quite impressed with him. Keeping made a few saves, but I think he's probably at fault for the goal. And let's go to the post-match analysis. Levo, his first ever game, he's done quite well. Mendy's performance of the highest quality. So we've had 55% possession there, 14 shots and only 5 on target. They've had 3 on target and scored. Look at the pass completion rates. I mean, Olivo 68%. It's not great, is it, on his debut? But our centre backs can't really play it out from the back, can they? At times, we've not created too much in terms of key passes. Lena with 1, Patrick with 2, Postolacci with 1. 5,000 crowd, so that's not too bad. Only 39 away fans. But if you look at the match stats just quickly, the action zones, it just shows you that we did well first half. We dominated the ball in the first half, and then second half they dominated us, didn't they? Oh well, table will show that we're probably around the same place where we were. It means that we're going to have to beat, or at least get... It means that basically the next derby could be the end of Goteborgsson, because we're going to have to travel to EF Core and not lose. That's the bottom line here. I mean, we're 6 games without a win now. Humiliation. Criticism over his stewardship grows louder. There's discontent at OIS at the moment. There's no doubt about that. There's discontent, and if we look at the table, we are now 4 games to go. The results, Gefle lost, so that's good for us. Obviously, it means they're not catching us. We're now 5 points ahead of them. We've still got to travel to them as well. Don't forget. That's the automatic relegation spots, but this is the playoff place, so we're trying to get out of it. So, really disappointing to not see our Osters there and go above them with 4 games left. It means we're going to have to go to EF Core. Tune in, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We'll dissect this, and we will be back. I think we're on Twitch now, so follow Twitch Just Football. Or twitch.tv/Twitch Just Football. Bit of a mouthful, but Twitch Just Football, and you'll find it. We will come back, and I think our plan is going to be to stream a couple of games live to end the season. Possibly we'll stream the EF Core and Gefle games, and that will probably be our fate either way. We'll either stay up in those games, because then we've got Hacken and Djurgården at home. I think the next 2 games will decide this save. Will probably decide Göteborgsson's future. So we'll be back. There you go, some praise for Olivo from our scouts. So thanks for watching. Obviously, couldn't get the win. Got the press conference to come. We'll be back with another episode soon. So thank you for watching, and 6 games without a win for OIS. Goodbye.